Well, it's closed now because of the coronavirus, but a recent report says the rest of the NBA games for the season could be played right here at Mandalay Bay, but it would be televised, meaning there'd be no fans or audience there to watch.
It's been well over a month since basketball fans and players have heard those glorious sounds, as the coronavirus has put the NBA and other sports league seasons on pause. But that could change, according to an alleged proposal. The New York Times and other media sources are reporting MGM Resorts International has offered the NBA the chance to finish their season right here in Las Vegas. The Times describes the proposal like this. Mandalay Bay would serve as the hub for the league since it's connected to other hotels and a convention center where as many as 24 basketball courts could be built. Athletes and their families would supposedly stay at the resorts and have access to its restaurants and other amenities. A spokesperson with MGM told News 3 it's against policy to comment on rumors or speculation. But audio from an earnings meeting Thursday reveals MGM CEO William Hornbuckle is in talks with various sports leagues.
We have been in ongoing dialogue with leagues and other sporting activities around televised-only events, think boxing, MMA, NBA, NHL, etc., and we can host some of that.
Las Vegas has a lot of hotel rooms, so I think it's making really good use of that.
UNLV gaming professor David Schwartz says Hornbuckle's statement reveals how innovative strip properties are becoming at this time.
Probably the tourism is not going to return to exactly what it was for quite some time, so I think they're being creative and finding new ways to fill their rooms.
Today, a local infectious disease specialist and recovered COVID-19 patient helped in the fight to find a treatment for the deadly virus. Dr. Parisa Khan helped launch a new program this afternoon by donating convalescent plasma at Vitalant. She works at the VA Southern Nevada healthcare system, where the first patient in Clark County was treated for COVID-19.
We're able to use that plasma and take the antibodies from the plasma and transfuse it to patients who are currently undergoing COVID-19 symptoms.
Dr. Khan tested positive for the virus on March 13th and remained in quarantine for 39 days. She finally tested negative on April 20th, cleared to return to work and donate plasma.
Every day we get messages and calls into our newsroom from people who are still unable to file for unemployment benefits. And for self-employed people who fall under pandemic unemployment assistance, they are asked not to apply until mid-May.
Scared. Just hurry up and wait, calling every day.
Sandra and Joseph Perry's business that does shipping for trade shows has been unable to operate for several weeks now because of COVID-19. Since closing down shop, they've been trying to file for unemployment benefits.
We didn't qualify for standard unemployment since we're self-employed.
Now they are waiting to apply for Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, or PUA, under the CARES Act.
That will be another sort of income for us to keep going, because again, our business alone is 95% trade show based.
The Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation tells me it is working with other states that have launched PUA systems to put this in place. For that reason, they are asking employees who are self-employed not to file on the existing UI system for a few more weeks. Chris Jones, a real estate agent in Las Vegas, is experiencing the challenges of selling homes during COVID-19.
We're still trying to make deals, and there are a few people still selling houses, but it's just become very, very hard to stay in business.
He has already filed for unemployment, but was deemed ineligible because of his self-employed status.
The bills, the mortgages, everything else are piling up. I have to pay my mortgage.
Now Jones and the Perrys hope they'll have good news coming soon.
I'm just asking for help. I just need somebody to get the governor to understand there's real people and real lives being impacted by this.
It's going to be quite a while until we're up in business, but it's going to happen. And we just got to hold on tight.
A DETR spokesperson tells me that if you are self-employed and have already filed under the current system, you'll have to reapply again under the new PUA system. And PUA recipients are also eligible for the $600 a week through July 25th in Nevada. I'm Tiffany Lane reporting for the CW.
Well, the state's employment department tells News 3 that they are working around the clock to deal with the high call volumes they're still experiencing. New numbers out today show that over the past week, more than 42,000 Nevadans filed for first-time unemployment benefits, bringing the total for the year to more than 412,000. We just started May. In the governor's roadmap to recovery briefing, he said the state is working to handle the influx of calls.
But we're working through those claims, and hopefully we'll have more immediate responses to them. But we continue to work, and again, I want to assure everybody that they are compensated back to the first date.
A DETR spokesperson says the call center is helping to divert some of those calls regarding general questions. The department is also continuing to train employees and is trying to expand its staff.
Here at Sunset Clinic in Henderson, drive-through COVID-19 testing is already in play. But Dr. Ferdowsian said what's going to get us out of this pandemic is testing and tracing those affected by the virus.
In my personal opinion, if we're going to open up the doors and bring back the tourists, it's going to require nearly everyone to be tested.
Dr. Mark Ferdowsian, medical director and owner of Sunset Clinic, says that will be a challenge.
We're going to be needing to do that on a much bigger scale in order to develop a pattern of who can return back to work and who can be released to ultimately come out of their homes.
In a news conference Thursday, Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak said the primary goal moving forward is to test asymptomatic individuals.
Once we've identified the individuals that are sick, at this point, we almost have no way of knowing who they've exposed.
That's where Dr. Ferdowsian says tracing becomes critical.
Who were they exposed to? When were they exposed? Through tracing, I think we're going to be able to identify the individuals that need to be quarantined, not just quarantining the entire population.
He believes frontline workers and anyone who thinks they were exposed to COVID-19 need to be tested.
Even though it's not been 100% proven that they are fully immune and how long that immunity lasts, but that is our best bet at this point.
Right now, Governor Sisolak says the state has capacity to test all symptomatic individuals, but long term, more testing will be needed.
Getting to a point where we can not only do the nasopharyngeal swabs, where we can identify the acute phase of this disease, but to identify the chronic phase and potentially separating those two groups as we open up the city.